Welcome to Let's Bleepin Play. I'm somehow alive, Sean.
I'm back in the building again, Mason.
This is my... I'm Thomas, because I can't do math in my head. I was going to say, like, this is my blank number of times playing Westopolis.
I think it's 4.
In a few months. Because remember, I had to do a test LP.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking about that. I was just thinking about times you played it here.
So yeah, 14. This is my 14th time playing Westopolis. Thomas.
Is it getting any better?
I would assume worse.
Again, I really hate bitching this much, because honestly, I hate bitching this much. Because
you hate bitching
the
this much?
internet's full of bitches.
It's true.
It's all bitches. They're all bitching. And I don't want to be one of those who just adds to the negativity, but god damn it, I don't like this game.
It's not good. This game is not good, but
I think we've established
I think though also it's you know it exists. We're playing it, we're having fun, goofing on it, but it you know there is going to be some negativity that slips through.
Some. This has been a very negative play. This has been a very negative play.
Wait, Thomas, you have to be careful. The speed limit's 25.
I think Shadow can taste.
Are we doing evil, good, neutral?
This is the hero mission we're doing, and we are going for the semi-hero round.
Oh, good. We're going to be a kind of hero.
Yes,
some kind of hero.
Kind of good.
Some kind of hero or something.
Is that
some kind of hero squad? Superhero squad hero. When the bad guys are all you have to do is get
I hate those squaddies.
The best Doctor Doom we've gotten. And I'm sadly only half joking.
So
it's good in the Spider-Man show.
Clearly,
What's in that Spider-Man? The one I watched.
Clearly, the levels are all, and again, we've said Sonic does this a lot in games, but all the levels seem to be inspired somewhat from something from SA2.
Yeah.
Or Sonic Adventure, from the Sonic Adventure franchise, the previous 3D.
Yeah.
Because this obviously is harkening back to the early levels of SA2.
Mm-hmm.
Just grittier.
And worse.
Well, yeah, but that's just assumed.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's known by now with how many times we've gone through this. How many times we've danced to this dance.
You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight, Shadow?
He said exclusively.
I only dance.
He's my dance partner. We have dance every Tuesday.
I'm just he's trying to learn tango. He's not good at it, but he's trying.
He's doing his best.
I'm just imagining Shadow and the Black Doom dancing on a building rooftop.
No, just on a building.
Dancing on a building.
That's a question. The Shadow can hover and stuff with his boots. You think he can pull like a Spider-Man, just be on the side of buildings?
I mean, we kind of see him do that in this game.
Yeah, I think kind of, yeah. Some of it is also just how fast he moves, that he can kind of like... He can defy gravity.
And so
gravity.
Wicked, but Sonic and Shadow.
You guys think that movie looks good?
I do, but that's partly because I do really like Wicked, so...
I feel nothing towards it, but I also have never seen Wicked.
My
mom loves it. My mom loves it. And
I have a lot of faith in it because it's the same guy who did In the Heights, and I really liked In the Heights.
You mean the same guy who did G.I. Joe Retaliation?
I mean the same guy that did. I mean the same guy that. I mean the same guy who did In the Heights. Also, why did you have to bring that up?
I mean, look, John and Chu, Retaliation is his one miss. Like he's done that. He's done really, and he does big bombastic. He started really with the Step Up movies.
That's
his thing.
I was trying to think of other
he
things
did.
that he's done.
He did Crazy Rich Asians.
I hear that's great.
Oh, I love Crazy Rich Asians.
That was before That was right before
in the Heights.
In the Heights.
Yeah. Which is why after Crazy Rich Asians, I was like, oh, and Henry Golding's gonna be Snake Eyes? That's perfect.
Well, that's gonna be great. Oh no.
Now you see, you say Retaliation is his only miss. He also did Gem and the Holograms.
Okay, that's fair. I haven't seen it, so I did not want to see it.
A miss.
I did not want to see Gem and the Holograms, so
Because it was Gem and the Hologram.
I had a friend who was like obsessed with the old Gem and the Hologram stuff, and when the movie came out, she was just like, "This is this is not."
No.
And like just always angry at it, and it's like nobody cares about Gem and the Holograms. It's okay, like.
He also did Now You See Me Too, which is a bad movie that I like.
That's fair. I look at kind of the Now You See Me movies kind of in the same light. 2 has Daniel Radcliffe though, and so I might personally like 2 slightly more.
2 has Daniel Radcliffe as a bad guy, as Michael Caine's son.
Yeah. Illegitimate son.
Yeah.
Look, Daniel Radcliffe as a bad guy he's done it twice in big movies because Lost City.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's the bad guy in Lost City.
Which, do you know the story behind Lost City? His performance in Lost City?
No.
So he was supposed to be like this, like very suave, like smooth bad guy, and they're filming in the heat, and he couldn't stop sweating, and so he's always like sweaty and all these things, and as they're going, they're like, no one's gonna believe you're suave. You're just always sweaty boy. And so they made him more goofy and like bumbling. And I was like, I have never related more to Daniel Radcliffe in my entire life. Now that I know he's a sweaty boy.
He's a sweaty boy.
Disgusting black creatures. Get out of my sight.
But Daniel Radcliffe is a villain I want more of. So,
Yeah,
but yes, to go back to the original question, I am excited for Wicked. I guess making it 2 parts is an interesting idea.
I mean, it's a big Broadway
musical.
So.
It is very big. I've always had my doubts with Wicked being adapted to a live-action musical. I was one that kind of was hoping that they would adapt it to an animated musical. But at this point, I am excited. I like casting. I like what I've seen. It does look a little...
A little what?
Like the CG and the makeup is a little that I've seen so far, but also I think they are intentionally trying to mimic some of the stage feel. So I think that's kind of the feeling I get from it. So
yeah.
But I'm going to see it. I want to see it. I'm excited for it. I like Wicked. So
I'm probably gonna end up seeing it with my mom, like I went and saw it, like when I went and saw In the Heights.
I really liked In the Heights. So
In the Heights is so good.
It was able to kind of be the return to like big musicals. Like
In the Heights is very good. I really enjoyed the big musical feel.
Mm-hmm.
It was also one of those movies where the last act doesn't fall off for me, but I was kind of like, okay.
Yeah, it does have kind of just like. It's more of a slice of life musical, so like
a little bit.
Well, I don't mind the last act. It's weird because I remember so much of that movie, and then I remember nothing after the old lady.
Mm-hmm.
I remember nothing after that. Now maybe I'm mistaken. There was like, well, no shit, you don't remember anything. The movie ended after that, but like,
no, because she dies in the blackout. So after the blackout,
she dies after the blackout.
Mm-hmm. And so there's a little bit more.
Yeah, I remember just nothing after.
But yeah, we haven't had big musicals for a while, like especially with things like La La Land creating kind of like that more intimate, smaller musical feel that was becoming more and more popular. Even things like Cats or the Les Mis remake, they feel smaller than you want them because Les Mis, they're like, we must get as many close-ups on the mouths as we possibly can
to show that they're actually singing.
Yep.
Speaking of musicals, why didn't none of y'all warn me that a Goofy movie was going to be a musical?
It's a Disney movie.
Fair point.
Every Disney movie, legitimately, before Emperor's New Groove, basically every Disney movie was a musical.
Fair point.
Didn't you warn me it was going to be a musical? I thought you had a brand.
Like, have you been on the internet? The things that most people are singing are the musicals.
We're doing
I've also never seen the movie,
so you're trying to take out...
Trying to stop this thing.
What the hell
Well, it looks like
It's an
the
escape vehicle.
it looks like the submarine that Aquaman has to chase.
It looks like one of the underwater vehicles in a Phantom Menace.
Yeah, a little bit without the glass on top of it. I can see. Yeah, I was thinking like of the villain's submarine in Aquaman.
There's always a bigger Aquaman.
What?
What do you mean by that?
I don't know. You were talking about Aquaman, I was talking about Phantom Menace. I wanted to marry the two. I don't know.
They both have technically, sorry, Star Wars. That's not Attack of the Clones. I was like, they both have Tamura Morrison in them, but that was Attack of the Clones.
One of them's good.
Attack of the Clones.
I was talking
Aquaman's
about Phantom Menace and Aquaman.
I know you were.
So Phantom Menace is the good one, right?
Shut up.
Aquaman's your favorite DCEU, right, Thomas?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
That doesn't mean it's great. It's just the one I like the most.
I do enjoy Aquaman quite a bit, so I can get behind that one. I don't think it's my favorite, but I can very much get behind that. Aquaman.
I don't know,
being-
because the other ones people really love, I just think are okay.
Mhm.
Like, the big one, Birds of Prey, is like one that people are like, oh my god, it's the best one ever. I'm like, it's okay. I'm like,
I really like Birds.
I really like it as well, but it's like,
god damn it.
again, it's not my top one, but Shazam might be my favorite, honestly.
I think you've said that before.
Shazam is really good. I don't know if I brought it up like recording before, but my big issue with Shazam is I don't really like the villains.
The thing about Shazam it is the most MCU of all the DCEU.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I don't like the scientist guy's a villain. I don't really like him, and like they do nothing with the Seven Deadly Sins.
They
like,
do nothing with it.
Like they're
don't
all
do shit.
they're all basically the same thing.
I think the reason I have Shazam so high is I just really love the dynamic of the character of the kid and everything, and it's not dumbed down like Shazam 2.
The really bad one.
I like Wonder Woman quite a bit. Third act, and all.
Wonder Woman has a really bad third act, but if it's a superhero movie with a bad third act, the fuck, the sky's blue.
Really, that does happen quite a bit. But yeah, I do like Wonder Woman quite a bit. No Man's Sky No Man's Land. I said No Man's Sky. No Man's Land might be the best scene in the DCEU.
I can get behind that.
It's up there. It's
certainly up there.
it's very, very good. So like I think that's one that I consider. I do really like Man of Steel.
Yeah,
Flaws and all, I do really like Man of Steel.
I mentioned it like in my Letterboxd review, but my only thing with Man of Steel is the plot is so paper thin. God. The plot.
Are you going to be able to catch back up?
But yeah, I just think the plot.
That's annoying.
I just think the plot is so thin in Man of Steel.
That's fair.
Go figure, it's because your favorite Superman movie is the one with the most plot.
Arguably too much, I'll give you that.
But, and then I think Thomas said the DCU movie that, he goes, everyone says is the best, and he goes, it's fine. For me, that's James Gunn's Suicide Squad. Everyone's like, it's one of the best, and I'm like, it's fine. I have problems with it, I like elements of it, but a lot of it I found myself just being like, I don't care very much.
That's my favorite.
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, that checks out. But that's the one that, like, there are things I really like about James Gunn's Suicide Squad, and there's a lot of things I really don't like. It was very much, I was very much in the middle on that one.
Really funny thing about the Suicide Squad. I brought some of my friends from school to watch it, and one of my friends, Jonah, he has pet birds. So the scene,
that's right.
so the scene where he like goes to the bird cage and he burns all the birds. I look over at Jonah and he's just covering his face.
That's pretty funny.
And then right after, like when the credits are rolling, I look at Jonah and he goes, "God, what does James Gunn have against birds?"
He kills a lot of birds in that movie.
Like 3 different scenes that are like just about killing birds. It's really funny.
On the other end, what do you think is the worst of the DCEU?
Batman v Superman.
For me, I think it's Batman v Superman.
It's okay. Well, let's put it this way: Suicide Squad is the worst one. Batman v Superman is just the one that pisses me off.
Mm-hmm. I would also put Wonder Woman 1984 in there.
Oh, that was so trash. God damn it!
You lose it.
Let it all out. It's all good. That was.
Anyway,
This is an
DC,
anointment.
goddamn you.
Yeah.
The thing is, even the bad movies have things that I like in them. They're still bad.
That's fair. And nothing wrong with that. I think the DCU is one of those things that was like, yeah, a lot of it wasn't particularly good, but there are so many reasons why and bad decisions that lead to it that it's going to be one that I think, and some of it depends on how the rebooted DC universe is, what people will say about it. But I feel like the DCU is going to be talked about a lot in the like people talk about what went wrong, what went right, that sort of thing. What went right?
Pick the wrong actors, the wrong script, the wrong timing. Where did we go right?
But it was definitely very interesting how much of it was reactionary to the MCU.
Yeah, we killed a lot of it.
Instead of like trying to do their own thing, making their own brilliant. So much of it, especially Warner Brothers' decisions in it, was reactionary to the MCU.
Which I think, they were how many years late were they?
I mean,
5.
yeah, because again, Man of Steel wasn't necessarily supposed to be starting a universe. It was just supposed to be a Superman.
I can see
a lot of it. So like, BVS is where they started really jumping into the universe thing.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You piece of goddamn shit!
Yike. Is this the worst? This might be the worst.
No. 06 exists, and if I was playing that game, I'd be dead from a goddamn heart attack right now.
Oh no.
Yike.
It's almost like the mechanics of this game really suck when you're having normally, especially when you're having to chase a ship and platform with bad camera control. Yeah, this right. If you want the epitome of why this game is bad, here you go.
I also meant, is this the worst level in this game?
No.
Okay.
No. I've played the worst levels, and I'm not gonna make you guys watch it.
Sheesh. Use that bar. Thanks for the help,
Oh, you
Sonic.
just be patient, just be patient. No, because I'm not gonna do the same scripted sequence 100 goddamn times.
Yep.
Because you need to play these goddamn levels 100 times.
It's a bad game.
Really? I wouldn't have guessed. What other insightful commentary do you have, Dr. Goddamn Doolittle?
The guy that talks to animals?
Is that not what we're doing right now?
No, I'm an animal because I'm frothing at the mouth right now.
God, imagine that crossover the century. Dr. Doolittle and Sonic.
Which Doolittle are we talking about?
Not RDJ.
So you're thinking Eddie Murphy, or are you thinking classic Doolittle?
I'm thinking classic.
Okay. Where he doesn't actually talk to him, he shakes his legs at him.
Did either of you watch Doolittle?
Yeah,
Yes, I have seen every Dr. Doolittle interpretation.
weird flex, but okay.
That is a weird plot.
Yeah, but I've watched all of them in my life. I really used to like the book. That was something that watch.
I'm gonna get Sean a T-shirt that says I've seen every Doctor Dolittle interpretation, and all I got was the stupid T-shirt.
And all I got was crippling depression after Dolittle. Actually, the reason I saw Dolittle is because I really liked the concept of Dolittle going on this big adventure.
Oh yeah.
I actually really liked the concept. Then I watched the movie and I was like, oh no.
The problem with Dolittle is it is just so lazily put together, and that's the thing. Like actors, a lot of the voice actors only showed up.
There's like,
oh, buddy.
Like,
They showed up quickly. There are some phoned-in voice performances. The movie got sat in the can for a while.
I was genuinely interested in it because I thought that first trailer looked really good, and then it came out and everybody hated it, and I'm like, I'm just gonna.
Not everybody. There's one very prominent figure who
you liked it, didn't you?
No, I'm just saying there's one prominent figure in the world that loves Dolittle.
Is it
Joe Biden?
No. Is it
It's a pop singer.
Oh, it's not who I was gonna go.
Jack Black parodied her music this year, or did her music this year in Britney Spears had a post afterwards talking about seeing Dolittle and how it was great.
Perfect.
Huh.
Well, maybe I should go see it then.
Mason likes it only because of it.
Yeah, Letterboxd review. 5 stars. Movie sucked, but Britney Spears liked it.
Dolittle was a mess. There's not much else to say about it, but also I think the concept as a whole has not been done right in any. I think the Eddie Murphy movies lean too much into some of the comedy.
The person I was thinking of, by the way, was Kevin Feige.
Orders, especially from you.
I was trying to think of Kevin Feige.
Shadow, you take orders from everyone in this game. Shut up! I don't take orders just from you. You've literally only been taking orders this whole game. You have not thought for yourself once.
Fair enough. Oh god, Black Bull again.
Well, because it's the same boss. It's the same place. There's a possibility that either me or Sean will just cut this once.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see where we start next time, because we'll be back. Maybe still playing this boss. Next time on Let's Bleepin' Play!